Okay, so just watched episode 2. It's a two-story episode. The first story is called The Little Pink Notebook, and it's about how Helga is writing a book of poems about Arnold, and Arnold accidentally finds it on the bus, and him and Gerald are trying to figure out who it is, but have really no way of doing it, but they try to do so like in a pseudo-detective style, using like deduction and who was at the bus stop and all these things. Helga, meanwhile, has snuck into Arnold's room, something she does a lot later in the show too, in several episodes. She hides in his closet while she's like, secretly like watching them, like try to figure it out. Meanwhile, she's anxious about it, and basically won't rest till she gets the notebook away from them too, to the point where she even pulls out like a cellular phone, like one of those big '90s ones, and calls Phoebe and says, "Hey, tell my mom I'm sleeping over." Basically, it's pretty much what you would imagine an episode of this to be about, with a premise like that. They never figure out who it is, and Helga, at the last minute, right before it's revealed she wrote it, tears a page out at the school the next day, makes a spit wad and spits it at him. The second story of the episode is about the class goes to a field trip with a turtle. They go to a field trip to the aquarium. There's this turtle there named Lockjaw, and he's basically like the most suicidal turtle in the world. Arnold feels really bad for him, and him and his grandmother basically have this scheme basically to break him out of the aquarium. There's a funny moment in this one where when they're breaking the turtle out like on a skateboard, like they roll it past the security guard, and the security guard's not even like paying attention. He's on a step ladder. There's like a giant tank, and he's putting his hand in the water to the shark, and the shark is swimming around. And he's like, "Come on, Jaws, let's see what you got." And he falls into the tank, and so basically the security guard's dead. That's how he ends. Also, the security guard's not even at the front door, and they just walk in the aquarium as if, the door was open, which is very realistic. It's not a show based in realism, but it's a pretty great show. It's really funny, and there's some interesting characters. In this one, you find out kind of the extent of Helga's huge crush on Arnold and how she's in love with him. Also, you kind of figure out that his grandparents are introduced properly for the first time, and you see kind of how kooky they are, and just how silly and out of touch with reality his grandmother is. It's really good, and it's honestly, I feel like probably the best intro for the show. I would actually recommend watching episode 2 before episode 1. I think this one establishes things more clearly and is a better introduction to the characters and to the show. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, can't wait to watch season 3, episode 3. Oh God, that's a ways to go. Okay, can't wait to watch episode 3, and I'll come back when I do. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys watch the show. Later.